So 3 months worth of waiting, but yeah, we're here and I'm already liking what I've seen. Alrighty guys and gals, so today we're going to give you a Polera video update because, well, it's getting ready to head on Dan's shop to get all the metal work done, so that way yours truly can focus on putting a 340 W2 motor in his Duster, fixing Jezebel, working on that damn thing, and also working on Dad's Badger Bug. So this car's headed off to Dan's, and you already see I took my cool guy wheels off, and actually kind of liking the black steel wheels with the chrome lug nuts. But went ahead, as part with restoration, got to get the dash out, and it was only held in with a couple of screws and one plug-in still connected to the ignition switch, funnily enough. So got the dash free. We're going to store that away. We'll get that restored, get all the gauges put in it, and we'll basically assemble that just like Chrysler. That way when this is all done, it can just go in there in one unit. Be ready to rock and roll. Dan will be addressing in and outer cowl. He'll be doing the floors back there, the trunk. I'm not really telling him to touch the body too much because, well, I still dig the way this thing looks. And if you wanted to start getting into nitpicking, then you might as well go ahead and cut out the rear arches right here because of this rust hole right here, and we have the metal. Oh, and while you're at it, you might as well do this side too, because it's got a little bit right there along with just the bottom of that 8 out, so you might as well go ahead and blow that panel off. You might as well fix that dent right there. And you have to definitely take care of that dog leg, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but you see what I mean instantly? When you start getting into it and you want to make one thing pretty nice, then all of a sudden the project becomes a restoration. Because all of a sudden when you start having nice parts on it, you can't live with the old crappy paint job. And I tell you what, if more people could learn to live with old crappy paint jobs like this red car has, or even that white car, or even like Dad's Badger Bug, people would have a heck of a lot more fun in the car hobby. Trust me, take it from me. We put Jezebel together. Look at that car. And look at my buddy Chris Birdsong with all of his ratty stuff. It ain't gotta be perfect to be having fun, but I tell you what you do need, you need some kind of solid platform, so hence this video. Because I plan on starting to work on it, and then I had this epiphany that I'm going to finish my Duster and my Charger first. So that car, off to Dan's, so this will be the last time you guys basically see it for a while. But I figured I would give you one more little glimpse at her. I got that side cut out, and I got plans on how to fix right there where I'm missing metal. I can get those fitted in there really nice. I had a guy who had some very unkind words to say about my sheet metal fitment and whatnot, but this is my FU to you, dude. Because this car's getting done, it's getting done my way. And it may not be me doing it, but it's going to be one of my best buddies doing it, and I trust him because, well, like I've said before, he did Dad's 68 Charger over there, paint and body work, and he sold me Jezebel. He's a great friend, so I know he'll treat me right, enough for me at least. So, get this dash out, clean up some of this wiring, get this car ready to transport. Alrighty, so never mind white trash right here. The old red Polera is loaded up with all over metal. And door panels are off, safe. Cleaned out the interior with one door handle for Dan, or one window crank. Should probably leave him a door handle too so you can open the doors. But got the dash out, took all the wiring, hung it up real up high, so that way it wouldn't get damaged in case anything happened. We're just gonna leave probably the power plant that's sitting in here because it's a pile of junk anyways. I'll be taking my radiator though. I don't see a reason in us taking the time to pull it back out, but we might. We put it in here just to get weight on the car to simulate ride height, then we could adjust the torsion bars to get the car where we wanted it. And heck, even with it lowered in the front with the black steel wheels, I love it. So the vision is coming through. And of course, let me show you some other parts we got. So courtesy of our friends at Jags, aka Rob, hooked us up with some early B-body windshields through OER, and they showed up beautifully. That's about as much as I'm going to unpack them because we need to transport them up to the city. So that way one can be installed in the red Polara and one can be for the white trash car that you will see more on in the future. Don't mind the TTI headers for the 340. Yet again, more projects in the back works. So I went ahead and reorganized our shed. There's the door panels for both sets of my 64s. A crap load of big block and small block heads that I'll never make use of. There's a set covered up from my brother. There's the heater box we bought in the white trash car primarily for a restored one from my buddy Jesse, so we can put that in Orleans, so Orleans got a heater. There's my Polaris dash. Now the Polara does not have a VIN number on the dash. It goes on the door sill, so no worries about that. So that can be left out. There's a steering wheel already restored for it. I did way back when. All of our extra hubcaps and stuff. The console I've already repaired and got done. So yeah, it's almost freaking go time. All we got to do, and don't mind the bandana, it's very muggy, very hot, because it thunderstormed like a mofo over the weekend. So this is what we call progress. And now old Red and Rusty should be ready to hit the trailer and head up to the city to get all that work done. And when she comes back, we'll continue. Now, who am I kidding? It's gonna take us a minute to get that thing done. I'm gonna be honest. I would love to think that Dan would have that car done in a couple weeks, but I doubt that's gonna even be possible because it would take me just about that long or more longer. And he's got a real business to run. So, alrighty guys and gals, so you see the Polara has moved because Dad and I just got done pushing her out and she's getting ready to go up to Dan's place to get all the work done. I got the steering column actually mounted pretty firmly, minus this junk right here that's missing all of its gubbins. But that is a problem with a rust hole. When you shut the door handle fell off. Dadgummit. I don't want Dan or one of his guys to get trapped inside of the car in case the windows are up. So we're gonna get the Polara loaded up and she's gonna head to the city so that way she can become rock solid so we can do the easy fun work, the stuff that I really enjoy doing, which is painting floorboards, putting sound deadener in, engine training, install wiring, brakes and plumbing and fuel and windshield. And what a giant project that red Polara is, but you know what? It'll be worth it in the long run. But while it's gone, like I said, in all these other videos, we'll get that duster running, and I got no idea if I can make any promises on getting Jezebel done in that time. We'll just have to see how fast Dan gets done. Plus, we got a Badger bug to build. Anna's working on her lean. And who knows what else Dad's gonna want to work on in the meantime.
Got the 800 sitting out there.
We do have the 800 semi out back we've been working on. So, but that's not what we're here for. We're gonna get this old girl loaded up and send her off. Straight. But it looks pretty good up there. Be sure to get the bungee straps from underneath. Dang, that's a good looking car. For anybody who wanted to ever say anything about me wasting my time on polishing this paint, it may not last, it may not stay like this forever, but you know what? While it's shiny, I'm enjoying the heck out of that. Reminding me of all the dreams and aspirations, and I am starting to dig the steel wheel look again. The chrome lug nuts from the Vision wheels really do set that off. All right. Falling out of the car.
I know what that is.
That rusted off the floorboard.
Your emergency brake cable holder. Lightweight version.
Yeah. It needs everything that is. Painted it. Oh, we ain't got sandblasting. I sat there and I degreased that with a wire wheel and I wore half of it. And then I painted it in preparation just to put this basically lump of trash in here just to keep weight on it.
Tirzo, I need you to rebuild this motor, buddy. Go ahead and pull this motor out and rebuild it.
Oh, I mean, it's rebuildable. It just take quite a bit.
I like how you got the heads held on with the grade 8 bolts.
Well,
nice.
Yeah. Only the finest, you know, of course.
Alright, you steer this thing. Let's push it back this way and let's shove it into that hole right there.
Perfect. Well, the old Polaris at Dan's in good hands. Right, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Minimal fiberglass. Remember, fiberglass has gotten really freaking expensive.
No, we don't use expanding foam. Chicken wire.
Oh. Oh, we're getting
Turn
the
that camera off.
We're gonna get the deluxe upgrade package. Oh. All right. Well, see you guys later. So guys, gals, this is going to be your update session for the Polara 500 build, and we're going to start off with, it's not every day that, you know, well, of course, helped Anna buy her truck and helped her get her lean, but it's not every day your girlfriend buys you a car, you know, especially a car for, what was it, 250 bucks?
Yeah.
And it's a rust-free, it's beautiful. In fact, it's actually sitting right beside me, and it's pretty clean old Dodge. You guys ready to check it out? Yeah. It is really freaking sweet. I mean, it just needs a little bit of work before, you know, we could run and drive, right?
Totally.
I mean, there's a rear end right there.
Yeah.
Throw that one right there.
Just throw it in there.
Yeah, it'd just be a buggy, you know, just, yeah. Horseless carriage, except for this would be a horse-drawn carriage, more or less.
We could make it into a horse-drawn carriage fairly easily.
It is true. Or a couch, or a desk. There's 100 things.
Gosh.
Anna, hold your excitement for a second.
We need to make it into a donkey-drawn carriage. We need a donkey.
I would rather have a goat. We could have a herd of goats pulling us.
Yeah.
Okay, goats it is. Anyways, and plus goats go with Dodges anyways. Oh, what we have here for the viewers is a 63 Dodge rear half that my good friend Jesse and Ron actually picked up from a guy who unfortunately cut up what looks like a really clean car. I mean, it literally has no rust. In the wheel arches, nothing. In the wheel tubs, the pan's a little ate up, but apparently had pretty good floors, had a good roof. Don't know why it got cut up other than it was a four-door, but the original idea was to use these patch pieces right here for like the Polara, but my good buddy Dan has already taken care of most of the floor, which the reason why we're here is because shortly after this little clip, what we're going to show you, we are headed to give you an update on the old Polara. So, what do you guys say? Let's get ready to show you what we're going to do. Unfortunately, my red Polara 500 has a really bad problem, well, a small problem, I guess I should say, with rust in the floor pans and trunk pan and the cowl and the fender, the one fender.
Everywhere.
No, the body's pretty good.
It's everywhere.
It's not everywhere. The frames are good.
It's everywhere.
The torsion support's good.
That's pretty much it.
The wheel arches are pretty good. Dan is replacing the lower quarters though, just because we wanted to. They weren't bad, but he said he put his foot through it, so now it's bad. It wasn't bad, but now it is bad. I mean, they were really good until I pulled all the junk out that was holding the quarter shape, but anyways, regardless of that, my car needs a lot of donor parts, and that's why Anna went ahead and bought this, because I was a little too broke at the time, and she's amazing. And plus we got other plans to use this thing for, and plus if anybody needs parts, we don't get to do our plans, but if somebody needs parts off this thing, we have it. But we need to basically follow this edge right here, follow my finger, up along the frame rail. We're going to basically cut it right at the frame rail, right in the middle. Bring it all the way around, come on down, back to the frame rail, boop. And that section is going to be going into my Polara, because whereas just the middle of my trunk pan is rotted out on the Polara, what we need is actually this section right here. And unfortunately, my car is just a little too rotted to actually weld the patch panel to, so it's going to be a 3-piece trunk pan. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because a whole trunk floor was like $1,000 on Kramer, I think, or $800, and they're not even available now. They've been discontinued again. And I'm just sick of this stuff, so you know what? We have donor metal. It's original metal. It's going in.
I'm going to go to Walmart so that we can have your family's 4th of July on Saturday.
That is true, that also, thank you, Anna, for dating this video, because I don't know when this series will ever come out, so I apologize to the viewers. But that's okay, because that's what's awesome about YouTube and all this videoing stuff. I could film this stuff in July, and you guys may not see it until next July. But that's not a big deal, because what matters is it's been filmed, and you're along for the ride. Alrighty, so, what do you say? Let's cut up this old 63 Dodge, or what's left of it, and fix up my old red Polara.
Yep.
So that's the operation. Grind and clean so you can see all the spot welds. That way you're not sitting there hunting for them, even though sometimes they're pretty easy to see like that one. Other times, they're a little hard to see. So, grind them out, make them clean, cut this bad girl out. Alrighty, well that was a lot of work, and it is hot and muggy, and well, you can see the moisture still in the ground from all the rain we got. There's kind of flood warning, and our pond is actually over full, and so is our lagoon. So just imagine what that smells like. It's freaking amazing. So we got a bunch of the spot welds, what we could find, drilled out, and now the main principle here is we're going to slice it right in between these spot welds you see drilled and the ones that aren't drilled. We're going to slice it right in between that, so it'll be right in the middle of the frame rail, all the way up around there and around, and we'll pull out that chunk. Should be ready to go. Dad's making an extension cord for the old VersaCut 40, I think that's what we got, and we're going to use that hopefully to cut this out. If that does not work, then torch it is, because we don't want to use death wheels, because, yep, we're fancy. Should almost be free. So a couple more little cuts here and there. We'll show you when we pop this thing out. And hopefully we got them all drilled properly. And now we get to do the fun part of prying everything loose and hoping we got everything done right, because we got to get that piece out without destroying it. Alright, Dan, we're finally at that moment after all this hyperlapse and the phone calls I've had to go take and the breaks, and you've just been out here slaving. You are the man. About ready, baby. Yeah. There we go. One trunk pan patch for a 64 red Polara 500. Alright, we might go ahead and get that cross member because we may need it. Other than that, we're good with this thing. In fact, I'm going to say we did actually a pretty good job, because we actually kind of lined the frame rails up there almost beautifully. It's a shame this car was in better shape than most every other early B-body. Yep. Oh well, we'll put some flat sheet metal in there or something. Maybe some road signs. This, we'll just keep on giving and donating to other cars, because, well, we're kind of hoarders, so, as you know. So, got this piece. We'll get that cross member out. Then we're going to be headed. So, with this piece, and after we get that cross member, we're going to be actually headed to Dan's to get an update on the old Polara. So, you guys ready for that? That'd be pretty neat, I think. Alrighty, well, there's the haul from that 63 Dodge, quarter of a car, whatever we want to call it, that Anna bought us. We got our trunk brace there. We got our trunk filler patch that we're going to need to fix the old red Polara. So, with these parts, what do you guys say? We get ready to go on a little trip and visit an old friend, an old car that you haven't seen for quite some time, and get reacquainted with her now that she's all done up and pretty. Well, mostly. Not done yet, but getting close. So what do you say? Let's go and check it out. Wow, this is really feeling like some kind of YouTube thing. Who would have thought? Or that we haven't seen in, well, at least a month or two now. So, onwards. Well, guys and gals, I would say we have arrived, because we are in awesome Mopar freaking heaven here. Never fails that whenever you show up at Mopar Dan's, that you're just gonna see the coolest freaking stuff every time. Oh yeah, Dan never disappoints just to have all sorts of freaking awesome cars laying around. So, what do you say? Let's get these parts out of the back of the truck, and we'll deliver these mint rust-free parts for this mint rust-free 64 Dodge, and go check it out. Ooh, Charger. I'm pretty sure that one is for sale online if anybody's curious. Just all the greatness here. Take a minute. All right, let's deliver that. Ooh, another Charger. Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
That is really nice. Dan's got too much nice, cool stuff here. Oh, Ford. Don't hit a Ford.
Oof.
Oh, old friend, there you are. Ah, we haven't seen that one in a minute.
Yeah.
There he is.
Dan,
What's up, G?
we are filming, and I brought you just the most immaculate, rust-free 64 Dodge sheet metal in the world.
Oh yeah, you got that out of the lightweight model.
Yeah, do you think you can make this look brand new again?
I know I can.
Like, I need
I'm
it.
Mopar fan, bro.
I need. Well, so we're about.
Wait, what's with the matching hats? Man?
Oh, it's
That's
Gus
fantastic.
Feet Shop attire.
You got a pan back, yeah.
Yeah, you guys sure did. Yeah.
It's like I feel like you guys have like a fucking tiger.
Well, we got them for the Badge Bug series. Well, Dad had this one.
Well, where's mine at, man?
Well, we got 4 of them.
Well, I don't.
There, it fits perfect.
I know.
It actually does.
They're great. They get the sun off you and everything.
Keeps the sun off your ears, off your neck.
Official Scott Speed Shop Buona Society.
No. Sykeston, here we come.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that means, but fuck yeah.
All right, we'll take a deep look in the old Polaire.
Alrighty, well look at that. That is... Heck, you guys did a great job with the patch panels. I mean, I knew this thing wasn't going to fit too good, but that... You did a great job.
Yeah, don't judge. Yeah, Jed said we could just kind of blow them in there so it's solid, so it's...
Yeah, I did. I will be honest. I told Dan straight up, it does not have to be concourse. I just want metal in places where there's not.
And then when we use silicone to hold it down, so it should be fine.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't spring for the pop rivets. It just wasn't in the
I
budget.
just didn't have the money.
No.
No,
So.
but I found these little tubes of silicone where they're building houses back here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I figured it was waterproof because I got it out of the bathroom.
That'd be
after
perfect.
I busted the door in.
It looks great, Dan.
Man, oh, did you see this section up here?
I want to show that off.
Here, we're gonna scratch it up so it looks right.
Yeah, you can't have it looking too damn pretty. I saw your paint job on there, and
It doesn't look bad. I mean,
it's just too dang perfect. Look at that. That was a giant freaking hole.
I'm gonna pit that up real good. Though.
You should. You should take a ball peen and just beat the crap out of it.
No, the paint. I'm gonna do some of the paint. I don't know what yet. Whatever I figure out up here is gonna happen down here on your quarters.
Well, I kind of figured I would take some of this. Oh, I was going to say I was going to take some red paint and fade it across like the hood and the old cow area.
Yeah, that was, there you go. That was a little difficult to...
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured that piece might end up being a little small, but damn,
Well,
yeah.
it's super thin up here, too, and up across here, so I wanted to get
Yeah.
this stuff. So we're putting we're going to build a patch panel out of a patch panel and patch a hole with the patched up patch
Hey,
panels.
Dave.
Yes.
Figured I'd do a little remote video for the Jedster and Scott's Speed Shop. So how's it coming on the old red car?
We're screwing in rusty parts to fix rusty parts.
What do you mean? I just got you a perfectly good patch panel.
It's the best you could do, right?
I think it looks great.
I think it does. It fits really good.
It fits damn good. Yeah, I don't know what you're complaining about. Shit, that's perfect.
You'd think it'd come out of another car just like
If a tire doesn't fall through, you've done your fucking job.
I don't think it'll fall through.
All right, well, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
That's kind of what I explained is we cut out a rusty chunk that's not as rusty as the rusty metal in here, just so that way we could actually put in the solid metal. So between two rusty trunk pans, we'll have one and a patch panel.
It is. It really is.
Dan, you always do a fantastic job. Every time we've always brought something here to Dan, he's always just done an excellent job.
You couldn't fill that gap?
Well,
Which-
I didn't have enough silicone. I ran out.
There you go.
Well, we haven't got to, Dan hasn't got this part yet.
Oh.
Clearly. I mean, this is test fitting. Dan's got to find more silicone. But I'm pretty sure by the time he's done with it,
A little duct tape, a little backing material.
a little backing material, maybe some of that good aluminum tape.
Backing material.
That aluminum tape we used in the Badger Bug would fill this pretty good.
That would. Didn't pour it.
Yeah.
You know, I use that aluminum tape myself. Put it around cracked.
Oh, and there's that 3D3 I don't miss seeing.
And I mix up some same
Well, heck yeah.
over in this epoxy
That's looking fantastic.
part is up,
That door still doesn't match with the crap.
down.
But I found some red that matches better, so we'll have to get that.
Yeah, it's for like fucking chimneys, I think.
But you're doing the lower quarters, right, too, Dan?
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Take them home, I won't. I don't want to.
No, I agree with you. They are a lot worse than I thought they were.
Yeah, no, we're gonna put them in. I hope
Yeah.
they fit better than the front fucking fender over on the other side.
I hope so.
Did you look at it yet?
Oh, I completely forgot about that dog leg that was completely destroyed. Just completely glanced right past it, yeah. Yeah, that was completely gone there, and yeah, you can't even feel a difference there There appears to be a little bit of a paint run, maybe like right there, but that's about it.
Man, see?
Yeah.
Hard, man.
But it's okay. I mean, no, it's perfectly smooth. Like, you can't feel it. You can't see it really. I know when I was panning the camera across here, I forgot completely there was a giant hole right there. That's fantastic. Great job, Dan.
On the weekend, my Mexican takes over the garage.
Oh.
Does his own crap.
Oh, that's okay.
So, if, I don't know, did you ask him if we could be in here?
No.
Can we be in here, Tirzo? Is that okay?
Can you be on camera? Am I not even supposed to be filming right now?
I don't have any drugs or machine guns or anything.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to blurp that out.
I think we're good.
Tube won't like it if they hear that. All right, well, that is a fantastic little update. I'm happy to see the progress. This car, because this just means one step closer to actually being able to maybe drive it. AKA, actually just months and months of work of doing all the other crap that goes into making this thing a driving car again. Because it's so far apart, but the fact is, we ain't got to worry about the rusty floor pans no more. Well, since we're out here at Dan's, and, well, it's no surprise that Chargers are just freaking ridiculous. And for anybody out there who is wanting a Charger, Dan has a really nice project for sale, and it can be sold in myriad of different ways. And anybody who's curious, I mean, you just saw the work that Dan did on my car, and this is one of his personal cars, so it got even better work. He's got like a digital decoded dash and stuff, all sorts of crazy stuff. This thing has all the nicest parts, and it's rust free. It's a factory big block 4-speed Charger. It's a 70 with a 69 front clip, and there it is, 4-speed hump. Dan's got everything that goes to this car, and right now it's just a shell. You can buy it as a shell, or you can buy it with all the parts, buy it however you want. And it's on Facebook Marketplace. Dan runs Mopars Unlimited. He found the group, and he's a great guy to deal with. And I'm only doing this because Dan is a great friend of mine. He helped do Dad's Charger. He helped me with Jezebel. In fact, he sold me Jezebel. And, well, now he's doing work on the old Polera. He's a great friend, and he's never done me wrong, never steered me wrong. And, well, right now he's actually trying to kind of steer us wrong because he has this epic 4x4 van that just... Dan, what's it going to take this thing home?
I'd probably take...
Well, folks, you will see that we have the trailer hooked up, and the scenery has changed quite a bit here at Scott's Speed Shop. And that's because in the time you've been watching this video, roughly 3 months have passed while my great friend Dan and buddy Dave have worked their magic on the old Polera. Well, you can clearly tell it's been a while since, because, well, the scenery really has changed quite a bit. I am excited to go see this car, and I really hope you guys are just as excited as I am because, well, it's been 3 freaking months. And we've had to actually cut out some metal from other cars, and you guys will have seen that and all this other nonsense. And we've delivered parts, and, well, this car has just been a long process getting to this point. And I think we're all finally ready to see it and ready to show off Dan and Dave's work, and they're awesome. Just I know the quality workmanship because let's be honest, the guys who are responsible for this paint and body work on this car is my good friends Dan and Dave. And, well, yeah, they're responsible for that. Now, we didn't restore the Polera. That is the first thing I need to let you guys know. It is not like we didn't go full on like that paint job. We fixed all the rust, and that's basically as far as we went. Now, I haven't seen the car. I don't know what the body looks like. I just know what Dan has told me what he has done. So, I am excited. Dad's got the pickup ready, and we got the trailer hooked up. We got the winch fixed up from our last little excursion with the trailer. So, you guys ready for this? Because I know I am. All right, let's go check out that Polera. Are you ready, Dad?
I reckon so.
You ready, Anna?
Yeah.
Let's go get that daggone Polera. I would also like to just thank all the viewers who actually took the time on the community post to actually vote on how this video was going to go. So, thank you guys for voting on that. All right, let's go get that Polera. So 3 months worth of waiting is what I really should have said, but yeah, we're here and I'm already liking what I've seen.
Cranking hard left, or, you know. Tell us when it's yet. Oh, we're gonna go shit over here. Alright. That's close enough.
Move around, Anna. Don't need to be static. Watch the car, not us. We're not for it. We're not
Watch me mostly. It's mostly me.
Yeah, watch it, Dave. I love how early V bodies are kind of light. Yeah. This push is easier than it starts with.
Look at there.
Whoa. You know where I got this block of wood? This will definitely keep it steady. Don't roll. Alrighty. Oh, at least we can see this thing all the way around now. No more rust in the lower quarters, wheel arches, and dog leg is fixed. All of the floor pan. And yeah, it's all metal now, seam sealed, lots of body dust. Lots and lots of body dust. I imagine we'll probably be making Anna do some cleaning. And the trunk, which a whole lot of you may have saw my little short video I did with Dan and Dave working on the trunk. Well, we needed to cut out that other floor pan, or that other trunk pan from that white car, or that white quarter of a car technically, and we needed that patch to actually put in the floor patch, or the trunk patch. And Dan made us quarter extensions down in there, so that way the quarter patches actually had something to attach to. So that's all brand new and rock solid. I am very happy with that, and I shut the trunk now. And the same thing with this side. It's every bit of it is rust free. Now, of course, we didn't touch the paint. We talked about it, and we actually kind of like the texture, and it's got a nice shine to it. Why mess with it? And I mean, some people will hate that we didn't go ahead and go for the full paint job, but this car has a good look to it. I kind of like it with the body dust. I was thinking about needed a bath, but I think that's what this car's always needed. Is it needed barn dust, body shop dust. Thank you, Dan. You did a great job. Is the dust going to cost me extra?
Well, it's going to cost you extra to replace that back window when it blows out.
Yeah. Hey, don't jinx us. It made it on the way here.
I had it happen a few times, man.
Don't.
Oh, that fucking heavy Roadrunner we drove up here.
Oh
I
no.
looked in the back and I said, "Hey, Dad, that back glass looks awful clean." That's because it turned into gravel.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, nice 68 curvy one. It was sweet.
You mean it reverted back to sand?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just devolved.
Yeah, you can fix anything except that.
Well, it just take a long ass time. You did to be really devoted.
Real fucking devoted.
Yeah.
Just gather up all the pieces and
That looks really good. That is fantastic. Now I gotta repaint that door. But Dan found the perfect red, so we're repainting that door now.
I get this picture right here. There you go. That's better be your new profile picture, motherfucker. I swear to God. Tell me I'm lying. You look salty as a motherfucker. A cigarette would probably knock it out of the park.
Are you ready for an update, Anna?
Yeah.
So, I think I'm in the right position. Smoking's bad for you, but you know, it's been a long day. It's an exciting day because I'm sitting in my car and I'm not scared to fall through the floors. Wait, am I gonna fall through, Dan? This is actually welded, right? Or is...
Well, I mean, you know, yeah, it's in there.
Back in material.
I mean, it feels pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good tape if that's all. I mean, yeah. Why does this feel like Gorilla Tape?
I couldn't afford Gorilla Tape. That's duct tape.
Oh. Huh. I feel good about it anyways.
Hey, but it's the aluminum kind.
Oh, like Dad used in the
Yeah, I
Badger
told you we
book.
were going to use real metal. I mean, come on. When I say duct tape, I don't mean that cheap.
Only the finest. So yeah, we got her. I think we're all happy. We're all stoked, and well, I don't actually want to get out of here. It might be kind of windy on the way home, though.
You got on your glasses, though.
That is true. I might lose my hat, though. We don't want to lose the hat.
You got a strap.
Yeah, I'm not a strap kind of guy.
You don't like strap-ons?
No. No. Oh, no. I almost freaked out because I was like, there ain't a way to crawl out of this thing other than the Dukes of Hazzard it. I'm a fat guy.
No, it'll go over.
Except for the door handle. Self-ejecting. Alright. On home. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I love my buddy Dan because you can never just come to his place and just get something, just get like the thing you're after. You always end up coming home with way more stuff. And what I mean is we just bought that big Toto stuff. And funny story is I was actually needing a set of Carter carburetors for a particular engine we're doing in the background for another video. And well, Dan just helped me out because I bought a couple. Yeah, you could say I may have bought a couple more than I really needed, but you buy one, you got to buy the whole lot. That was the deal. So I think we're flush on good old Carter carburetors now. Alrighty, so now that we got the Polaire in its home, and it's really cool seeing it next to, well, the other one that you guys have seen no videos on yet because I'm still working on stuff. We might end up actually selling that one because I'm so happy with the results of this one. And I want to give you guys a deep dive and look at all the work that was done. And I also want to let you guys know that I did tell Dan specifically, we talked about this, I did not want concourse level work. I just wanted driver quality. And this is honestly, I'm really happy with this work because it's actually better than I probably would have done because I would have gave a whole lot less craps. But I told Dan, you know, put in lots of seam sealer just like the factory would have, you know, just slap it in there, and we were all good with it. I mean, I did not want a concourse job, so if anybody wants to, you know, complain about the workmanship, I say go take a freaking hike. Because just like in my yard dart where we had to do flat steel, it's all welded back into the structure. But we used all the pans we had. We used the front ones. There was fabricated sections right there. In fact, the only real piece that's original in the center is the whole tunnel, and then like that piece and that piece. The rest of this is all brand new. All that, all of this. And then we got that patch. And then of course you saw the whole trunk pan. That was the trunk pan was not supposed to be that big of a fiasco, but it turned into a fiasco. But I'm just thankful the whole car is rock solid now, and we ain't got to worry about any freaking rust. Hang on, door didn't shut right. So I still have a few things I got to do. We got to put a nutsert in this fender right here, and then we've got to actually get this door, you know, properly aligned to put it on here. But I've got to repolish some of the paint because, as you can see, Dan took care of the rust that was right there. Well, Dan and Dave, everybody at the shop, and everything in the quarter extension there, we showed you all that. I'm really happy with it. The only thing I'm not happy with is all the freaking body dust. We spent so much time polishing this thing out, and it still looks good. It's still got a heck of a shine, but we're gonna have to wash it. And I got one more little surprise I'm gonna add on to this car. Let's wash this daggone thing, because I remember this car shining just a little bit more. So let's go to it. Guys, we got one more thing we got to get installed on the Polara, and then we are done. And you may be asking yourself, what is it that's in this package? Well, I finally found a whole set of 4, and now we're going to find out if this is the look we want, or if we want to go back to the other cool set of wheels. So let's check her out. Here we go. Very sad steel wheel. We'll fix that. Much better. Oh man, another sad steel wheel. I think we can fix this one too. Keep on giving. I knew we had one more to take care of. This won't hurt a bit, I promise. All right. Oh man. You guys don't know, but it was a heck of a fight finding a full set of those 68 style Dodge hubcaps, and I'm just thankful to have whole sets. That way I can run them if I so choose, or if I don't want to, we can run like the A12 look that the car previously had. That's up to you guys. Well, it's actually up to me, but you guys let me know in the comments, what do you think? The A12 steel wheel look with the chrome lug nuts, or should we put these hubcaps on there? But that's basically how she's gonna look. I'm very happy that she cleaned up pretty good. The shine came right back, and she's rock solid. Ain't got to worry about any more rust, which that's got to sit next to this one. This one's got some rust, but that's okay. It's not too bad. At least it's got its cowl. But I am happy to have this car back, and I'm happy to get back to work on it. You guys let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this, because I really hope you did, because it's been a long time in the making to get this video done. Like I said, it took 3 months worth of waiting on my end, and then Dan, all the work, you know, and oh man. And then of course, you know, trying to put this video together for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I want to thank my dad and my mom and my friend Dan and Dave and everybody who's been supportive in this entire endeavor on this car build, because this is truly a dream car for me. Red big block 4-speed Polara 500. I mean, 64 is just a cool year for Dodge in general, so I'm excited to have this thing back. We got the dash for it. We got all the parts for it. So what do you say we get to work on this thing? Of course, before this thing gets completely done, it's got to go back to Dan's to get a white headliner installed, because we're going to make this thing freaking mint inside. So you guys want to see that in the future? let me know. As always, guys, look forward to seeing the next one. As always, take care and
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.